You might be surprised to see that I've come back to Bali. I never really expected to come back to Bali. It's somewhere that I used to come quite often when I was a younger backpacker. I just don't rate Bali anymore because I've had bad experiences in the past. And my subscribers, rightfully so, called me out and said, Paddy, you haven't even been to the northern areas, the central areas of Bali. You've only been in the touristy areas of the south. No wonder you didn't have a good time. Have you actually seen how beautiful Bali is? And my answer was, no, you're right. Maybe I should go back and rediscover Bali, go to the places I've never been to before, immerse myself in the true Balinese culture. I love Bali, once again. So that's exactly what this mini-series on Next Level Adventures is all about. Discovering new parts of Bali, getting a better, broader perspective of this beautiful island. So strap in and let's get to know and rediscover Bali and put it back on the map. And this is all because of you. So thank you for sending me here. Let's begin. Right, I thought since we're going to be here for the next week exploring the mountainous northern areas of Bali, we should start at the beach here on the east coast in an area called Sidemen and work our way up the foothills, up to the top of the mountains. So I got in yesterday, rented a motorcycle which I picked up at the airport, and I spent like 3 or 4 hours getting very lost. It's just so nice to be back in Indonesia. I forgot how much I love the culture here, specifically in Bali. I've never been further north than Ubud, and I went right past Ubud and immediately thought to myself, wow, I actually feel like I'm in a completely different country. There's a big temple right here, and it's a bat temple, and it has a lot of significance, and there's lots of ceremonies. I've already been given a little sarong here, and I've been politely told to just observe from a distance and not to get up and climb around the temple. So, Goalawa Temple, aka the Bat Temple, 50,000 to get in. This place has a lot of significance to the locals as it's one of the 6 holiest places on the island. And the thousands of bats that live just behind the temple inside the cave bring a very unique element to this place of worship. And even though it was built in the 11th century, the place is incredibly immaculate and well kept, and as you can see, stunningly beautiful. I've never seen so many bats so close to the entrance of the cave. Wow. Okay, we continue our exploration by, I saw a nice beach on Google Maps, not far from the Bat Temple, and it had white sand. So I just followed the map, drove a little bit, and you can see below me the sea, and it looks gorgeous. So we're just following this little path to the white beach, and I parked up, but there was quite a few other little motorbikes there, so I think there are some other tourists here for sure enjoying the beach. Wow, that's a big one. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Okay, 25,000 for a coconut, not too bad. Now, if there's some OG Bali people watching this, you know, maybe you've been coming to Bali for 20 years, 30 years, and maybe you live here, and you probably think that this beach is now touristy because there is umbrellas and there's sunbeds and there's people here selling things, and you probably are one of those people that say, I remember when this beach didn't have anything and nobody knew about it. and it's because of YouTubers like you who made it what it is now. Well, I'm sorry, okay, but to me this is beautiful. Compared to the other beach we were just at, yeah, I can see why it's called White Beach, and we can just watch the ferries coming in, coming out. This east coast of Bali. I mean, this series is more about the mountains, but I wanted to start at the beach, and I'm blown away. I'm surprised. I did not expect this in Bali. I did not expect this. We're in Bali. Or apparently the Maldives. Like an idiot, I didn't bring any of my swimming costume. Didn't bring my goggles, didn't bring my swimming shorts. I didn't think that we would find something this inviting. I thought it would be all black sand beaches. It is a bit rough, and there's a lady out there swimming and she's getting battered around, so I'm kind of like okay about not swimming today. But if you're coming here, you can rent a sunbed, get a coconut, get some cold beers. There's lots of restaurants here. I can count 30 foreigners, so it's not overcrowded. It's still relatively unknown. And I've had a nice little hour here, and I will happily stay here for the rest of the day, but there's a lot more of this area that I want to show you, so let's get going. This is what I mean about how colourful and fragrant the culture is here. I have to make way for an awesome parade. Hello. I hope it's not a funeral. It doesn't look like it. Everybody seems to be happy and colourful. Hi. Hello, hello. Oh, it smells amazing. All the incense is burning. Oh, you're a strong boy. Oh, these guys have got knives or swords. Hey, what's up? Hello, hello, hello. Hi. And now we can continue. The next stop is a waterfall. Okay, we've come up into the jungly mountains. Hi. The waterfall? This way, okay, downhill. Okay, we're going downhill. Some of these roads are not for the faint-hearted. Luckily, I've got quite a bit of experience, so I'm just taking it slow. Okay, we made it on this steep road. That was quite exhilarating. Hello. Yaga Satru waterfall and the Brahma statue. Okie dokie. If you're not one for renting a motorbike and going off on your own, by the way, there's so many tour guides that you can find online, and ask your hotel. At the hotel that I'm staying at, which I'll show you later, they said, oh, if you need a tour guide, let us know. We can put you in contact with an English-speaking local, and you can drive around in a Jeep, and he'll take you probably to some of the places that you'll see in this video, plus many more, I'm sure. But I kind of prefer just getting on a motorbike and doing my own thing. As I'm sure you're aware, by the way, Indonesia, the most populated Muslim country in the world. However, bang in the middle of Indonesia, this little island of Bali is a Hindu island. So I think that just adds an extra spice. You do have the Muslim mosques doing the calls and everything that you would normally expect in Indonesia, but the majority of the color and the culture here is based around Hinduism. An infinite amount of gods. There's always some god to be celebrated. When I lived in India, I lived in Kerala for 4 months, and I traveled around India. a few times, obviously very Hindu, and there's always something going on. So you're never short of something culturally interesting to perk you up and make you smile, whether it's a big gold statue of a beautiful god or the distant calling of a beautiful song, and out looking to the ocean and then looking up to the jungles. I mean, what was I doing in Canggu at all those beach clubs? Getting drunk and having a good time. But this is the Bali I should have been coming to all those years. Let's go see this waterfall. You can see the waterfall, and it looks like there's a pool down here. This is super, super nice. Nobody here as well. As far as travel experiences go, if you were to ask me, Paddy, you know, what was the most beautiful waterfall you've ever seen? You know, somewhere deep in the forest, far away from tourism. Where did you feel at one with nature? Where did you have a magical experience? I would never have thought I would have said Bali. But that's exactly what I've just had here, hanging around. We've only just begun our exploration of Bali. That's what speechless looks like. Having lots of fun out here in Sidemen. Thank you so much again for the recommendation. Just been driving around having so much fun for like 2 hours now. Nowhere really to go. Just the nice twisty roads. And the locals here, they're so nice. You know, they wave, they smile, they're very welcoming. There's a very beautiful atmosphere in this part of the island. And I mean, just look at it. I just flew the drone around these rice terraces. It's been like this now for the past half an hour. Just driving past lots and lots of rice fields. Lovely. check out this rickety old bridge. Wow. I would fly the drone, but there's quite a lot of local people doing their laundry, butt naked. So yeah, this place here, the Sidemen silver making workshop class. I don't have time today, but if you do find yourself in this area, check this place out. It's 300,000, and that includes 7 grams of pure silver. 2-hour workshop. They'll show you how to make jewelry. I think they're showing him a design he likes, and then they're learning how to make it. There's a girl making a ring, and this guy, he's making something else. And this would be a real fun activity, and you get a silver piece of jewelry out of it that you make yourself. Been driving around all day, haven't eaten anything. Just been having so much fun, I forgot to eat. I've just seen this little sign here that says they serve Mexican and Italian, and they have this spectacular view. So we're gonna go check it out. Just gonna quickly show you something before I head in. Isn't she a beaut? And the other thing that I really love about, I don't know if it's the whole of Bali or just Sidemen or whatever, we'll find out as we continue. But like, I really love the fact that like everybody's house looks like a temple. It's so grand. They have these structures in their gardens, on their roofs, outside in their patios. Even the front doors of many people's homes are covered in statues. And at first I thought every single house was a temple, but now I'm realizing that I think people worship their gods at home. And so as you're driving along, every town, every village, every home could look like a temple. So it's just...
Sorry?
No problem, no thank you.
Yeah.
Don't say sorry. Keep the place nice and tidy.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. Are you open?
Yes, sir.
Looks like a fancy resort over here. Looks like you can camp over here. A little bit of lawn tennis. I don't know. I've ordered a chicken burrito and a jackfruit burrito. I'm thinking that I can cut them in half, eat half of each, and take the rest home. Where I'm staying, the hotel, is quite nice. I'll share with you some footage of it now. It's only 10 minutes away from here. And it's a lovely room, actually. But I don't really recommend it because it's quite expensive. And I had to sleep on the floor because I didn't have a fan in my room. They had a fan only in the living room pointing down, so I slept underneath the fan last night. And the food is so expensive at my hotel, so that's why I'm just going to get more food than I need here and eat back at the room tonight. I mean, I know this is a cliche, but I'm genuinely really shocked, really blown away by just how much beauty there is inside and away from the hustle and bustle of the south of Bali, away from the crowds. It's a pleasure to be here. Anyway, hello. Cheers. See you in the next one.